Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. Here's how it all started. I was sitting at my computer table and I was playing with makeup and I said, this ain't half bad. So let's do a get ready with me. You guys know the drill. I will list all the products that I use down below because we usually do some talking in this video and I ain't got the time nor the memory to just keep saying, oh yeah, this is what I use. I've been doing a lot of more colorful eyeshadow looks and I appreciate all hey, what's going on? I truly do appreciate everyone who has been showing me love on my looks. That means a lot, you know, when people look at your makeup and they say it looks good. So if you haven't seen my haul video, I picked up quite a few colored palettes and built my own from Colourpop, and I just want to make sure that I make use of them, you know. I don't do or use colorful eyeshadows outside. This is just like creative outlet type of thing. I was trying to burp and it didn't come up. That's why I look like that. I'm just not one to use this on the regular. I've been thinking about the past. Don't get me wrong. I'm very aware that times are changing and we need to keep up with the times. Things can't stay the same forever. But sometimes I wonder if maybe we should revisit some of it. The simplicity of life back then. Because I grew up, when I say grew up, I was born in the 80s, the mid 80s. And so I actually grew up in the 90s and into the early 2000s, and I feel like I am part of a generation that knows what it's like to be without the internet and to see the beginnings of it and see where it is now. So I oftentimes think about what I enjoyed the most about living then and kind of the perks of being able to have what we have now. The thing that I missed the most was just the simplicity of life, the human interaction on a very face-to-face scenario. The people that I got close to, the people that I communicated with, it was very face-to-face. It was very personal. Nowadays, the moment it happens, you either talk to them, you text to them, and sometimes I feel like, and I do this too, so I'm guilty. I'm not saying that I don't do these things. I'm part of the influence of social media and technology. Like sometimes you don't even react. You just put an emoji and that's it. Whereas when you're with someone, it becomes more personal. I kind of miss that. I guess I'm kind of talking more to people who are part of that generation. The people who truly understand and have experienced that transition. I was also thinking of the pressures now that people face because of social media, particularly younger people. For me, when I was growing up, I had, magazines, I had television. There were ways for me to know what was, who was considered beautiful, what fashion trends were popping at the time, but it's very limited. And I think the biggest thing that I've seen was that at the time you looked up to celebrities. Like these are people that are mainstream. Nowadays, with the influx of influencers and being able to create something for yourself without having that celebrity title attached to you, it's so much easier. And so younger people think, man, I can do that. That's what I want to be. And that can be a great thing for drive. Maybe you want to be a cinematographer or a musician. That can be really beneficial to your career. In a way, I see that if you do it so much so for the beauty community standards, there's so much drama involved in the beauty community that, you kind of see why. When it comes to the beauty community, the fashion community, it can be a great thing, but it also can be a very dangerous thing. And I think of it more from a young person's perspective. I almost feel like the younger generations are they're trying to to grow up so quickly because they see, you know, everyday people becoming successful. And it needs to be applauded that they're able to do that. But to do that at such a young age where their focus is like this, there's also danger in it. And you can agree to disagree, but when you're young, you're easily influenced. It takes time to grow into your skin. And when you're constantly seeing these things pushed into you, this is what's popular, this is the best type of body, this is the most desirable lips, it's hard. I can't see how it isn't. So with the accessibility and almost like the need for approval in the social media sense, I can't imagine growing up in a time like this. I think a lot of kids, you know, they love growing up in this time, but it's because they don't know anything else. And I keep saying, you know, this whole time, like, I loved growing up in the 90s. And maybe the people that grew up in the 80s would say the same thing about their time, but it's just, you know, my experience. You know, some people in my generation might be so happy that this is where we are now, and I might not miss the times of old, but there are aspects of life that I miss about the back then. Do you guys remember writing letters to your friends? You would write it at your house, get like all your thoughts in, and then you would like fold it up or put stickers on it, draw designs on it. There was something very personal about those things. I still have letters. Oh my gosh, my best friends. Guys, I still have yet to get through all of the letters, but some of the stuff we wrote each other in high school, what the hell were we thinking? And I feel like those are a little more special because they're harder to hold on to. You know, you can write emails and stuff to people and you just, you know, stick them in a folder. But to hold on to a piece of paper from 10 plus years ago, that's hard. The internet has definitely made communication with the outside world so much easier. I am forever grateful, you know, because if I wanted to send, you know, a letter to my brother in New York, he could get it the moment I hit send. I can get pictures of my niece like that. Oh my gosh, I forgot to talk about something when it comes to photos. Oh, when one eyeliner turns out great and then the other one's like crap. The way we view pictures now, completely different from the way, at least the way I thought of it back then. I remember when pictures was just a way of like holding on to the memory of that moment. And you didn't have, you know, we oftentimes use disposable cameras, so you didn't have the option of looking at it saying, do you approve this picture? Is this picture good? Is it good for you? It was just like snapshot, bip. We'll see what it's gonna look like after I get it developed. You fix your hair and you just, you know, hope for the best. You just hope for the best. And now it's, you look at your pictures and does it look good? Is it, you know, worthy of Instagram? Is it gonna get me likes? Is it gonna get me views? Oh my goodness, my pimple's showing really strong here. I need to take another shot. And maybe I'm wrong, but I don't feel like I am. Maybe it's just my lived experience. When I was growing up, new things were coming out, but I feel like things are so fast now. It's so quick. Advancements are they're just coming out like full speed, and even keep up with some of the stuff that comes out. And I thought I knew a lot about technology growing up. The times now, y'all are some whiz kids. I mean, you guys will never know the struggle of watching a movie and then wanting to go back and see a certain part, and you can't pinpoint exactly because you got to press like rewind and get it exactly at the same spot, where you just like click now. You can probably just YouTube it and you can find the scene you're looking for. If you wanted to watch a movie, you had to go to Blockbuster or Hollywood Videos here, and you gotta rent the movie, and when you're gonna return it, you have to rewind the whole thing. Y'all never know the struggles, man. Oh, so I watched The Lion King. I'm not disappointed. How shall I put this? I didn't think that the Disney movies needed to be remade. That's big shoes to fill. The Lion King was done perfectly. The original, perfect. it has no flaws in my eyes. So what if it's a cartoon? I thought we come to a point where it's not about the way things look, it's about the way it makes you feel, right? Things don't need to be CGI. That takes away from you using your imagination. Every time I see the scene where Mufasa dies in the cartoon, I cry. I still cry because it's so like, I get emotionally connected. With this movie, I didn't. And I don't know about you, because I love me some Beyonce. But Beyonce's voice, like her speaking voice, is so recognizable that the whole time I heard Nala talking, I wasn't thinking of Nala. I was thinking of Queen Bee. It was hard because I just thought of Beyonce. We have pretty much the base done. I just have to do bronzer or highlighter blush. Confession time. When I was getting the rest of my face done, I probably sang Hakuna Matata at least 6 times. Oh, I wanted to ask, since we were talking about Disney movies, what are your top 3 Disney movies of all time? I'm not a big fan of like the whole Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty type of stuff. My top 3 would have to be Lion King. Number 2, Mulan. I can't tell you how many times I've seen Mulan. I love Mulan. I'm pretty sure I can say with confidence number 3 has to be The Little Mermaid. The burp came out, by the way. It was just very silent. It knew I was filming. I've heard the announcements of The Little Mermaid. I don't know, guys. Am I the only one that's like, why are you redoing it? It's already good. I don't need you to reinterpret anything. It was good as is. I think I watched The Lion King just for comparison purposes. It wasn't that bad. And I think the reason I feel this way is because it was very close to the actual like movie. They kind of stuck to the script. It has lived on this long because it was already great. Don't mess it up. Don't try and fix what ain't broken. And I just hope that's the case for the other movies, because I loved Mulan and I loved The Little Mermaid. This is coming from a generation that lived in the gloriousness of the originals. You've got a generation waiting to see if you did it right or you messed it up. I think my favorite animation movie, you know, animation when it took over cartoons, I think my favorite still has to be Finding Nemo. Another good one is Wreck-It Ralph. I loved Wreck-It Ralph. In New York, I saw the second one, and that was good too. Who writes these Wreck-It Ralph movies? They're also funny peeps. I like you. Guys, I know a lot of places in the States right now are experiencing heat waves. We pretty much get heat waves year round, but on this special day, it is pouring outside. It's been raining since this morning. We get rain in the weirdest way possible. Sometimes it's like this where it just rains everywhere, but there's also days when you literally have to ask your cousin in a different village whether or not it rained in their area. And we're a tiny island. That's why this is so strange. Like, it can rain where I'm from, and then 2 villages away it won't be raining, and then the village after that it'll be raining. So weird. I'm gonna go pretty neutral with the lips as I'm putting on something pink. Guys, you'll never know what works and what doesn't until you mix a bunch of stuff together that you normally wouldn't. I still do it. And I think I'm done. Should I put on my wig? Maybe I should, so I can get some pretty fun now. Because I don't know about you, but these cats ain't for everyone. Some people are dog people. I don't know, guys. It takes a lot for me to go near a cat. They scary. Alright, guys, so here we have the final look. I'll do a little, you know. So there we have it. That is our get ready with me. Ask me where I'm going, I go nowhere. If you ever see me with colorful eyeshadow looks, it's more than likely that I'm not going anywhere. Even if it's not a colorful eyeshadow look, I probably am still not going anywhere. But I hope you still enjoy this video, and if you have not done so already and would like to be updated with future videos, I hope you decide to click on the red subscribe button down below. Really appreciate it. All of the products can be found down below. You can also check me out on Instagram for any of my other makeup looks that are not get ready with me's or tutorials. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Until the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.